Can anybody tell me what the role of a poet is? I believe the poet connects heaven and earth. I believe the poet can turn feelings into language. I mean, who else do y'all know that gets to put shapes on a word? And I see poets everywhere I go. I see them on the bus. I find them at the store. And one time, I saw one at the club. I heard an old man say that to be a poet, all you need is three things. He said you need a heart, some rhythm, and a loud, loud voice. So I began to write, hoping that way I could be a poet too. And you know what the Bible says? Matthew 7, verse 7. We go to church together. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door will be opened. And man, did I knock. Because the next day, I took a bus. And on that bus, there was a bus driver who played a rhythm on the steering wheel at every single light. Then I got off that bus and walked into a store where I saw a baby crying so loud on his mother's arms. So I left because that was way, way too loud. And I went to the park where I saw an old couple kiss. And it was then that I realized poetry is not something you write. Poetry is something you feel. So to be a poet, all you need is to feel. So as long as you let yourself feel, then you can be a poet too. That was fire.
Yeah, yes it was.
This next one. Juana, strong, bold, brown woman. World on your shoulders, family on your back, and a better tomorrow on your mind. In front of me she sat, long black curls flowing down her back like a waterfall. Radiating enough serenity to spread across the nations. Citizen of the world, I'll tell you. Once you see them eyes, you'll understand why. There ain't a place on earth that would ever close a door on you. Gliding gracefully through the page, left behind a magical trail for me to find my way into the valleys of her mind. I watched her for a while, and I gathered myself. And with all the strength in my body, I introduced myself. Oh yeah! How you doing? I feel like I've seen you before, but I'm not sure where. It may have been in a dream I had the other day, pero ese sueño, mejor ni te cuento. My name is Juana. It's nice to meet you. I don't think we met before. But that could change today. The portals in her eyes shot me straight into the skies as her mesmerizing voice joined the perfect symphony that plays when the blessings of Oshun herself fall onto the two lovers that met for the very first time. Juana, daughter of the working class, backbone of the American dream. Viste como quiere. Dice lo que quiere, siente lo que quiere, hace lo que quiere. Juana, strong, bold, brown woman. That was hot. Yes, sir. To watch a dancer dance. It's like watching heaven move with counts. With every move, a touch of God comes through. The way a bird can spread its wings and simply fly just by design. The dancer moves each body part with the same grace a painter moves their finest brush. They lend their most precious gift to the beauty of the arts. The body becomes the paint and the canvas all at once. The rawest expression of humanity, centuries of evolution, history of the world, expressed in the lift of an arm, the swing of a leg, or simply a glance across the stage. What better way to learn how to handle the rhythms of life than by watching history move with counts? So for this opening one, it'll just be me. It'll just be spoken. Because this one is a protest poem. I haven't touched on the fact that I'm from Nicaragua. This Coton is from Nicaragua. This man right here is from Nicaragua. And I came here when I was 12 years old. I'm 21 right now. And I was 12 when I moved to Silver Spring, Maryland. And I have not been allowed to go back since because I'm very involved politically. And I don't wear a mask when I go out, and I'm just in your face, and I let them know what I think. And so this is a poem that I wrote for all the protests we used to do right outside the Nicaraguan embassy in DC. So the type of thing that, like, and again, it involves y'all, sorry. Type of thing where, like, you wanted to get through those walls, those locked doors, so the ambassador can have a meeting in peace. Like, is it that type of poem? So we're gonna get really angry for a second, then we're gonna bring it back down. What am I?
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 Am I the tears of the mother looking for her son's dead body? What am I?
What am I?
Am I the blood spilled from that toddler's head onto his brother's chest? What am I?
What am I?
Am I the screams of the students locked up in the jails of Managua? What am I?
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 I am the 4 years of pain and suffering that followed the 40 years of lies and theft. I'm a nation with no future. I'm a nation with no hope. I'm a nation with no unity. I am Nicaragua, a land of brothers killing brothers with rivers of blood flowing through every street. My clouds are made of the smoke that came from the barrel of the gun that shot down every bit of freedom left in me. I am Nicaragua. But who are you? And what the fuck have you done to help me? Woo! Y'all really came in when I was yelling. I was doing something cute earlier and then y'all came in. Thank you all. I write you poems. Because in poems, you taught me how to speak. Through poems, you taught me how to feel, and only in my poems, you'll ever see my tears. I'll wait. No matter how long it takes, I will wait, 'cause maybe one day, I'll get to see you free. And together, we'll walk around your streets and soak up all the sun you haven't seen in years. My love for you has only grown. I can't help but see you everywhere I go. I see your face in a million other faces, all yelling at me, saying, don't you dare forget me. And I won't. I promise you I won't. For as long as the sun comes up in the morning, so will my pen. And with that pen, I'll write to you these verses so you get to see the world in each and every word. That was real heartbreaking. I thought that was... River that flows on concrete roads. The children run up the stream of the river that flows on concrete roads. Running as fast as they can, making sure their feet don't touch the water, because that water ain't clean. And they already know why, but they want to see it for themselves. The closer they get to the source of the river, the smell of the water fills up their noses, but they won't look away. 'Cause at the source of the river may be the friend who left home with a slingshot in his pocket and a flag around his neck, ready to defend the land his father showed him how to love. The river flows on concrete roads, and the children gather around the source, thinking they will too be rivers soon. Where you at, mi amor? Don't you know I need you to feel at home? Can't you hear my prayers at night, asking her to show me a sign so I know what I have to do just to be with you? I know there's many men who want you like I do, but baby, they will never do the things that I'm willing to do just to be with you. Mi amor, mi vida, mis sueños, I'll leave it all behind. I'll run across the desert, swim across the ocean, fly across the sky, baby, please. Just give me a chance. I'll build your cities, manage your buildings, clean your toilets, take out your trash. I'll drive your kids to school, help them with their homework, tuck them in at night, baby, please. Just give me a chance. I've only heard stories of the wonders your love can bring to a poor sinner's life. So here I come, my love, ready to devote my life to you. You, and only you, mi vida. Es tuya. Tuya y de nadie más. Can't you see I'm nothing? Nothing. Nothing more than a tool, nothing more than ground for people to step on. You don't complete me. You made me. Woo, that was weird. Right? It'd be a lot easier. Believe me when I tell you, it'd be a lot easier to just give in. It'd be a lot easier to say my name is Cam because you can say Camilo. It'd be a lot easier to keep my hands in my pockets because you don't like the way I move them when I speak. It'd be a lot easier to cut my hair short so my curls don't show. And believe me when I tell you, there's days when I wish it were easier. Because in those days, I get tired of it all. Tired of people seeing me as a threat for properly pronouncing my name. I'm tired of people that say, "Hola, mi amigo," when they greet me at their doors. I'm tired because every time I start to feel like this place is my home, you find a way to remind me that it's not. Remind me that there's nothing for me to complain about because of all the wonderful opportunities this great nation has given to me. So thank you. Gracias, ¿verdad? For all those looks you give me. And thank you. For all those names you call me. And thank you. For always finding ways to make me feel small when I stand with you. But it don't matter. It don't. Because you can call me what you want to call me. But I will always see myself as a warrior. A warrior, because every day I have to fight to keep my culture alive. I'm a warrior with a broken English, but a soul that remains untouched. A warrior where every letter in my name holds history, and every curl in my head holds victory. And there ain't nothing you or anybody can say to me that would make me back down. It's just like me. We're men. And everywhere we go, we're backed by an army of our ancestors that runs through our bloodstreams. Because we are warriors who came from warriors who lived to protect and died with honor. They tried to force a language down our throats. Y todavía no lo hablamos como querían. We just can't speak it the way they wanted us to. That's exactly why our hands dance to the rhythm of our words. Our hearts beat to the rhythm of our drums. Because we live in two nations, speak in two languages, feel in two cultures. Así que vaya. Call me what you want to call me. Because your words will never, ever find me. You see, I was reading a book once that had, and I feel so bad for not remembering the author, but it was one of those genius books where they have like an interview and the transcript is like, 200 pages. So it's a big book, but it's really not that big. And they interviewed a few of the original last poets from the first ensemble of the three of them. And one of them was like telling a story about how when they added the third one, like a new one, I forget the names, I'm sorry, the guy was trying to read on stage with them. And he snatched the paper and he was like, nah, man, you gotta be the poem, you can't read the poem. So then I took that to heart, right? I mean, I still gotta read a bunch of stuff, obviously, but I was like, okay, if I really incorporate the poems into who I am, in my living, in my doing, one, I'm not faking, I'm really living what I'm writing, but also it's easy to I know the poem to the point where I can dissect it and do things like this that are so different from how I initially wrote it. So thank you guys for that. That was incredible. Right. This last one. Being Latino means being aware of everything and everyone you represent at all times. Being Latino means living with the burden of knowing that you are the sons and daughters of slaves and slave masters, knowing that your ancestors killed and raped, but we're also the ones who were killed and raped. Being Latino means coming from stolen land, soaked in indigenous blood, the same land that African slaves were forced to call home after their home was taken from them. And you may look at me and say, how do you know what it means to be Latino? And I say to you, porque yo soy Latino. Soy la alegría y el sufrimiento, los caminos y las autopistas, las casas y los edificios. Soy los campesinos y los empresarios, los músicos y los poetas. Soy Rubén Darío. Soy Eduardo Galeano, Neruda, Benedetti. Soy Facundo Cabral. Soy Víctor Jara con su guitarra. Soy todas las mujeres que han dado la vida por nuestro continente. Soy Frida Kahlo, Violeta Parra, Mercedes Sosa, Arlen Siu, Rigoberta Menchú. Soy la abuela en Plaza de Mayo, soy los niños en Venezuela muriéndose de hambre, los miles de chilenos que perdieron la vida luchando por su libertad, los 43 estudiantes que faltan en Nicaragua, que faltan en Ayotzinapa, los más de 500 muertos en Nicaragua, and the 2,975 boricuas who were left to die unnamed, unclaimed, and unidentified in Puerto Rico. Son los miles de inmigrantes centroamericanos risking their lives every day to enter the same country that 40 years ago was funding the wars that divided our nations. And these were a different type of wars. These were the wars where the enemy dressed up as an ally to make us kill each other. Soy Álvaro Conrado en Nicaragua, porque a mí también me cuesta respirar. Me cuesta respirar en un mundo tan injusto, con gente tan indiferente, un mundo donde muchos tienen que morir por un derecho que otros reciben al nacer. A world where many have to die for others to live. Un mundo where the rich get richer and the poor get death. The world where looking for a better life is considered a crime if you are brown. A world split apart by borders. Borders put up by our oppressors to keep us, nosotros, from helping each other. And it breaks my corazón to see this, because why should someone have to risk dying in the quest to find a better life? And that is why I get up every day. That is why I work so hard, because it ain't about me. It's about you. It's about them. It's about all of us. It's about helping the ones coming after us, honoring the ones who came before us, because that is what it means to be Latino. To be Latino means to love, to fight, to suffer, and to keep moving forward, porque pase lo que pase, seguimos pa'lante.